What time is it in England? What time is it in Gibraltar? What time is it in my whole life? What time is it in Mozambique? What time is it in Washington? These lyrics, particularly their content, were a point of fascination and wonder for me as a child. In many ways, these words have defined and influenced my continued fascination with politics, geography, and different cultures around the world. Hi, my name is Benjamin Papato, a sophomore at University of Louisville. I've decided to focus the focus of this talk on an individual who has a lot of meaning and significance in my life, and whose music has both inspired and influenced me in many big ways. José Manuel Tomás Arturo Chao Ortega is a French singer and songwriter who was born in Paris in the 1960s. He was a child of Spanish refugees seeking political freedom and from persecution from the fascist government in Franco's Spain. Growing up, Chao was surrounded by music. He was inspired and in awe of the traditional jazz and tango performances in the street of Paris. He was also very much influenced by the music that his parents would play. His parents' politics also played a very huge role in his life. They're very much counter to fascistic ideologies, and as well as his love and fascination with Cuban art traditions and music. It certainly had an effect. It certainly influenced the way in which he approached music from then on. From the time that he became an adult, he began performing with his group Mano Negra in the subways of Paris, eventually gaining enough fame and notoriety to be able to go on a epic boat side tour of the coasts of Latin America, docking in the harbors of these countries to perform concerts. Chao eventually started a solo career, which very much impacted my parents and to a great degree impacted myself. These things being true, I'd like to explain the numerous and various reasons which Manu Chao has influenced me in life, through his political commentary and activism, and how I relate to the experience of being a child of immigrants, and the expanding of my horizons when it comes to music, all of which create and mold me into the man that I am today. Both my parents were born and raised in Mendoza province in Argentina. They left in 2001 to the United States in order to seek opportunities just before the great economic collapse of that year in the country. They arrived on St. Patrick's Day of 2001 with nothing more than the clothes in their suitcase and $200 to their name. They eventually made it to New York, where upon finding jobs quite illegally under their student visas, they were able to find work, and the first thing that they purchased while there was Manu Chao CD. This very much influenced my experience as the child of immigrants, because one of the most fundamental and first things that they purchased upon getting that money transfusion in the United States was a CD of Manu Chao.